Hi guys, I just wanted to make a short demonstration video today just to show you how Kinesi-crystal therapy can really help kids. So today I'm just going to do a demonstration on my son Daniel. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with some pre-checks just so I can make sure that his body's balanced so that we can get an accurate indicator muscle. And one of the first things that I'm going to be looking for is to see whether Daniel's hydrated. And I do that by just testing a piece of his hair. And it's coming up that he's fine, he's all hydrated. The second thing that I'm going to do is run his central meridian. What can happen is if someone's been stressed or been unwell, this meridian can be blocked, and it's actually a very important meridian because it relates directly to the brain. So when we balance and run this meridian, we're making sure that both sides of the hemisphere in the brain are balanced, which makes the person feel a lot more complete. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run this meridian, and I'm actually going to give the meridian a little bit of a flush just to get rid of any energy that's blocked. And Daniel's isn't too bad, so that's quite good. And so the next thing that we do is we're going to work on a goal. So we're going to create a goal for Daniel, that's something that he would like to achieve, and we've kind of had a little bit of a talk about it already, and he would like to work on something at school. So he's come up with a goal called saying that I am now feeling calm and relaxed. That's the goal that you want to work on, isn't it, Daniel? So what we were going to do is we're going to find out, and I'm just going to muscle test to see how stressed this is actually making Daniel and Daniel's body feel. So I'm looking at a scale of 0 to 10, and 10 being the most stressed. So I'm just going to muscle test just to identify where his body's at. And it's showing up at 7, so he's feeling a little bit stressed about this at the moment, so we just make a note of that. And then we can test at the end to see where his body's at after we've done the balance. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to identify an emotion, an underlying emotion that is connected to this goal, and it's what is actually standing in his way from achieving it. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to be scanning an emotional chart just to see what is the underlying emotion for Daniel and why he's not able to achieve his current goal. Okay, so I'm able to identify the emotion, which I'll just make note of. And now we're going to be looking for an age that this emotion first presented itself for Daniel. So Daniel's 9, so we're going to work our way back. Okay, it's showing the age of 6. Most of our beliefs and patterns are established between the ages of 0 and 6. And so with kinesiology, we like to find out and really identify as deep as we can really go within the subconscious mind. And so I'm actually going to be trying to identify if this is a soul memory, which I'm going to ask the body now, and it's giving me a yes. And I'm also going to be looking to see whether it's a genetic link. And we're getting a yes with that as well. So we've identified the emotion, the age that it first presented, and we've identified it's a soul memory and it's also a genetic link. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to release the emotion from the body using a kinesiology technique called ESR, which is emotional stress release. There's 2 points on that are located on the forehead that we actually will be energizing that particular part of the body, and I'm just going to be placing my whole hand over his forehead, and we're going to allow that emotion to release before we do the energetic healing. So just taking in a nice deep breath, Daniel. Just keep breathing. And so I'm actually just going to muscle test now to see if there's enough energy there. No. And often you can feel when there's, you can actually feel the energy. You can feel like a pulse when it's energized. Okay, and that's locking now. So just relax for me. So the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to work on energizing the chakras in the body. But before we do that, we need to identify which chakras are unlocking first. So I'm placing my hand over his crown chakra and I'm looking to see whether there's a stress in that area of the body, and that'll show me through an unlocking muscle. And that's okay. It's okay. But we have an unlock in the throat. And we have an unlock in the heart chakra. Solar plexus is okay. Sacral's okay. And the root chakra is unlocking. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place the crystals on the chakras, and then we're just going to do a really simple hands-on energy healing technique. So I'm just going to place these crystals on his chakra. Just want you to stay still, just so that that doesn't fall off. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to energize. We'll start with the one that was unlocking first, and we'll start with the throat. And we're just going to allow that energy to clear any blockages that are within that chakra system. And the muscle test is great because it actually can let me know. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background, that's just my 2-year-old down there having a bit of a play. And the muscle test can actually really give you a really good indication of, does that area need it to be energised anymore? And so it's actually locking now, so there's enough energy there. So now we're going to move to the heart chakra, and we've got an unlock there. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do this energy healing technique, and it's really, really simple. And so we've got a lock there, so Daniel's energetic body heals quite quickly. And so what I would do from now is I'd actually work my way up and energise all the chakras, just because it's really nice for the client to feel really balanced. And I like to end all sessions holding the ESR points, because that really calms the nervous system down and can help release any more energy that could be still there that is blocked. And I also like to muscle test to see on a scale of 0 to 10, because we tested that in the beginning, just to see where his body's at now. And remember, 10 being the most stressed, so I'm just going to work my way back down. And he's down now at a 3. So that just shows that things have started moving. That was quite a quick balance. Like normally when we do a session, it's between 1 hour and 1.5 hours. So that was just like a really quick snapshot of what you would expect from a Kinesi-crystal therapy session. And thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please send me a message and I'll be happy to answer them.